The modern world was built by people who control roads, not presidents, not billionaires, not even the strongest armies. Just people who build roads, ancient roads crossing deserts, mountains, and dangerous wilderness. Roads that carried silk, but also gold, religions, diseases, inventions, spies, ideas, and more. Millions of people died trying to control the roads that made cities rich, connected civilizations, as well as destroyed kingdoms. And in many ways, those roads still control the world today. This was the Silk Roads. When people talk about Silk Roads, they often imagine merchants riding camels through the deserts carrying colorful fabrics. But this was much bigger than silk. It was the world's first global superhighway, a gigantic network of roads connecting China, India, Persia, the Arab world, Africa, and Europe. Long before airplanes and container ships, the world was connected by caravans, horses, ports, and dangerous roads that carried silk, gold, spices, technologies, religions, and power itself. So, how did it all begin? More than 2,000 years ago, China produced something that the rest of the world desperately wanted: silk. Silk was soft, light, beautiful, and incredibly rare. In ancient Rome, silk became so expensive that some people literally weighed it against gold. Roman senators complained that too much Roman money was flowing eastward just to buy luxury fabrics from China. But silk was only part of it. Those roads carried spices from India, precious stones from Central Asia, perfumes from Arabia, glass from Rome, paper from China, and finally, those roads carried ideas that would change humanity forever. But don't think that this was an easy path. Traveling these roads was unbelievably dangerous. Merchants crossed burning deserts, freezing mountains, deadly bandit territory, and endless wilderness. Some caravans traveled for months, others for years. Imagine carrying cargo worth millions of dollars today while sleeping under the open sky surrounded by thieves and sandstorms. Entire cities became rich simply because caravans stopped there to rest. Samarkand, Bukhara, Kashgar, Constantinople, these cities became the New Yorks and Dubais of the ancient world. Whoever controlled the roads controlled the money. So, as you can imagine, empires began fighting for those roads. The Persians wanted them, the Romans wanted them, Arab caliphates fought over them. Mongols conquered enormous territories partially to secure them. Even China spent fortunes trying to protect these trade routes. Why? Because roads create power. If trade flows through your territory, you become rich. Your cities grow. Your army strengthens. Your influence spreads. But if trade avoids you, your empire slowly weakens. However, the Silk Road didn't only spread wealth, it spread death too. In the 1300s, merchants and caravans unknowingly helped carry one of the deadliest pandemics in human history, the Black Death. Fleas carrying plague bacteria traveled along trade routes from Asia towards Europe, and when the disease arrived, entire cities collapsed. Historians estimate that tens of millions of people died. The same roads that connected civilizations also connected their disasters. But perhaps the Silk Road's greatest power wasn't silk or gold, it was ideas. Christianity spread through these roads. Buddhism traveled from India into China through this road. Islam spread through the Central Asia. Technologies moved across continents. Paper, gunpowder, printing, navigation, mathematics, all those things spread through Silk Roads. The world became more connected than ever before, and so began the globalization. And here is the crazy part. The Silk Road never truly disappeared. Today, countries still fight over the same basic idea: roads, ports, railways, trade routes. China is building its modern Belt and Road Initiative, which is known as the New Silk Road. Russia fights over land corridors in Ukraine. The Suez Canal can shake the entire global economy when a single ship gets stuck. We're currently watching what is happening around Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, a tiny, narrow passage through which roughly one-fifth of the world's oil moves. When tensions rise, oil prices jump, shipping costs rise, inflation spreads, and economies around the world begin to feel the pain. So, whoever controls the roads controls the flow of wealth, energy, resources, and ultimately the power. In this new series, I'll talk about the Silk Roads. There will be a lot of aha moments, a lot of I never thought about it that way. So, subscribe to World and Me Project and learn with me why countries fight, why some nations become superpowers, why empires rose and collapsed, and why the modern world still follows ancient roads. The world is far more complex and deep than it seems. Until next time on the Silk Roads.